Oh, good morning, everybody, or I guess afternoon now. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think it's what? Yeah, actually almost 2:15. I was trying to see past my water container here to check out, see what time it is. Anyway, yeah, I'm just doing some sneezing here. I forgot to do the allergy pills last night before I went to bed, and it was like, oops. And then, of course, I slept with the window open all night because it was so beautiful out. I couldn't help myself. So, but yeah, a little bit sneezing, a little bit of congestion. There's actually more needing to blow my nose again. A lot of that, I know. And I did have my cup of ginger turmeric tea this morning as well. So, anyway, um, didn't really work a whole lot last night. Worked, um, um, I'd say about 10 and a half hours, something like that, Friday night. So I could get everything taken care of with the car, all set, ready to go, no problem. Got that paid, and now, of course, I need to do this week's payment. Tomorrow morning, I have lab work that's gonna be needing to be done for my upcoming endocrinology appointment, and also to find out what where we're at with everything else. I guess whatever other sort of blood work that they want me to have done, and so forth. So anywho, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. I'm debating if I'm going to go out to work tonight or not. I do have to fast tonight, and if I do go out to work, it's only going to be for a very short amount of time, because my appointment's at 11 and I need to be able to fast for about 10 to 12 hours beforehand. So, and I've been having issues with low sugars again. I had quite a few of them this morning, and even overnight I was kept eating, but it kept dropping again. I even did my yoga this morning, and or while I was doing my yoga, it was dropping. So it was like, brother, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm not entirely too sure how to handle things as far as that is concerned. The way I look at it is like, hey, I mean, if my sugar drops, I'm gonna have to eat. I gotta do something to compensate for it. So it's like, oh well, they're just gonna have, we'll just have to reschedule or whatever. So it is what it is. Um, But anywho, I had opportunities to do a little bit of thinking as far as what happened with the doctor's appointment the other day, and with what he was hearing and what he's prescribing. Basically, he was hearing wheezing. When he listened to my chest, he was hearing the wheezing in my chest, and I hear it myself even. Um, and I feel it also, like when I try and, like go up and down stairs, or I try and, do my walks, this, that, or what have you, or even just sitting, all of a sudden I'll just feel like, oh my gosh, I can't get any air, and I'll have to turn the air conditioning on, throw open a window, go outside, whatever the case may be. And I've been dealing with that for over the last year, or I just feel like I just can't breathe and I need air. And of course, I'm going outside where all the allergens are at. So that's kind of counterintuitive. And you would think that, I wouldn't, that would be the last thing I should be doing, but I just will all of a sudden, I won't be having any of the allergy issues. Just all of a sudden, I'll just feel like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe, I can't get any air. So, and I won't be doing anything. I won't be around any allergens, nothing. Just all of a sudden, it'll just it'll just be a spontaneous thing. I won't feel like it. There's tightening in my chest or anything like that. It just happens where all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. I need air now. I will admit when I was on the airplane coming out here, I was a little concerned about that because I would be, like in the car, or, working or whatever out there, and all of a sudden it would be like, oh my gosh, I need the window open now. Things like that. So I know it's happening, even if though it may be subtle. I know it's something that's happening. So, and part of it will be allergies sometimes. Some of it, whoa, a little dizzy. Sorry. Sometimes it'll just be, sometimes it'll be the muscles tightening up. Sometimes it's just something that's just happening. So it's something that's minute enough with whatever's going on in here to start tightening things up or whatever. Kind of basically going back to that feeling that I used to get out there where it will feel like my airways, the tubes will, like taking a breath in and it constricts. And then when I release, it feels like the airways are getting stuck together. The walls of the airways are getting, so like for instance, if this is your airway and you breathe in, it goes like this, and then when I breathe out, they're getting stuck together and not going back out like they're supposed to. That's what it feels like. So kind of going back to that. So, and that's where I'm in hopes, because I know that they're just, with the, they did do a substitute inhaler, but I've been hesitant to take it. I haven't even gotten it filled yet because I've got my concerns about possible leg cramps. So that's where I think that Mayo is going to be coming in handy. So I don't know. I just gotta kind of see with things, So, anywho, yeah, like I said, that's kind of where I'm at with things. And it's something I'm trying to figure out with myself, even in the meantime. Maybe I can figure something out to try and help alleviate that. Doing the yoga helps. Go for the walks can help. The extraneous exercising may not be a good idea. And again, I don't know, because I know I get out of breath so easily. And a lot of times, even like with asthmatics, when they breathe in, like peppermint oil or whatever, yeah, that does help me a lot of times. But sometimes it doesn't. If anything, it irritates. So I'm not entirely too sure what to do. I'm not saying that homeopathic is the best thing for me to do either. I'm not trying to be anti-modern medicine or anything like that. It's just I also know my body with what it's been going through and sensitivities I keep having to medications that I keep trying to take. So I am trying to look for other alternatives. I don't know if maybe laying on my acupressure mat and pillow every day, if that can help. I know asthmatics, they do, exercise, play sports, and so forth, So, but I know that they're able to do inhalers. So that's what I mean. I know. Sorry. I don't know exactly what to do with anything. I know my nose is just so icky from all of the scabbing, from having to be blowing all the time and everything. It just, it's driving me nuts. So yeah, like I said, I'm not entirely too sure. I'm really not entirely too sure how to proceed with anything, and I need to, rack my brain a little bit with things. So I can try and experiment with that, the mat and pillow, some more, see if maybe that may help with things if I keep going with them. Going for walks, that helps. Losing some weight would probably help also. But then again, it seems like when I weighed less and I didn't have as much fat in here, it caused a lot of issues also. So I do remember that. Was in a lot more pain, because there wasn't any of that cushion there, and it was putting more pressure on my chest. So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword with trying to lose weight. As far as dizziness is concerned, that spinning and so forth, I know part of it is weather. I'm, what now, 2 months without my period. And I know I'm going through those cycles still. That's one of the tests that they're going to be running, seeing where I'm at. Yeah, and I'm definitely curious on that one myself, of course. I know part of it is that, with my body trying to get rid of hormones, it seems how it's not able to, or it isn't normally, how women normally get rid of hormones. So I know part of it is that. Ooh. Dizzy. Part of it is just normal activity. Part of it is talking. Part of it is trying to breathe. So I think it's kind of combinations. And I'm starting to be able to differentiate as far as the types of dizzy spells. It's getting pretty ridiculous, if anything. But yeah, trying to being able to differentiate between different kinds of the different types of dizzy spells that I'm getting as to what it is that is happening. So, but yeah, that's kind of it's kind of where I'm at right now. I thought I'd pop up here. If I could just figure out, I don't know, if maybe they were to try doing something experimental down there, with Mayo, if maybe that might help. Maybe that, and I feel like that's what needs to happen right now is thinking outside the box. I did get my medical records from one place emailed over to me. I just need to print those out and get those over to the doctor's office, and I'll just take them with me when I go down to Mayo. And probably here within the next few days, I should get them from the last pulmonologist. I had seen the other was from the other pulmonologist. As far as the primary is concerned out there, if they still want the records, then that's the most comprehensive as far as things that have been done. So, and if they still want them, then we'll have to see about putting in a request over to them. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And from what I was told, they should be able to access the records here. So, no big deal. And they'll just be able to access them through the system and not have to actually, do a request or whatever. But yeah, that's, like I said, that's kind of where we're at right now. Otherwise, yeah. I have been trying these one dinners, pre-done dinners that are sold through Cub. That's the one local grocery store here. Those are really good. Actually, they are very good. I'm really quite surprised. I've been hesitant to try them, but no, they're actually really good. So I've been kind of chowing down on those. And the General So, that they sell, nice and spicy. And I've been dying for spices. Help get the airways open up. And I know that's what it is. Get those airways opened up. So, I still would love to make a nice hot pot of chili. I really would. I might do that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I was gonna work more last night. I was so tired. I mean, to the point where I almost crashed a car a couple times. I was so bad, with falling asleep at the wheel, spacing out, things like that. So I knew time to go home. And unfortunately, with the one freeway through here, it's called. It's kind of weird. It's the 35. It runs from Canada all the way down to Mexico. It's one of those freeways. But when you get down here by the cities, it splits into two separate freeways. Okay, so you have basically the 35 Western branch. They call it 35 West, and then you have the Eastern branch, which is 35 East. Okay, and they run north and south. So it was a little confusing. I'm like, why in the world? It's 35 West, but north, and 35 West South. It's like, what? Very confusing. Then when I looked at an actual physical map, I could see the reason why they're called East and West is because it splits into two separate branches. So, but anyway, the Western branch between basically right around here going south is had road work going on, and it's been down the one lane all weekend, both directions, and yeah, it's made life a little bit interesting, and trying to drive on that last night, half asleep, actually more than half asleep, made life even more interesting, especially for me. So I'm like, no, I'm going home. So that's what I did. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with everything. Still want to go home. After everything is said and done, I want to go back home. I want to go back to Vegas. It's my home. It's where my heart is. So I'm going to follow that. I did see that they got some pretty bad, some flooding out there, and parts of Valley of Fire State Park had to be closed, including the visitor center. But it looks like they got things cleared out pretty fast and everything, so that's good. But and I got to see some video of the lightning that happened. I think that was probably Friday night or something. But if my calculations were right, I think it happened on Friday. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I miss it so much. I love the desert. Absolutely love the desert. And I miss it. And no matter how many times, I was told, if you can go out, mostly middle of winter, you go out and with the moon full and you see all the moon bouncing off of the snow. It's really beautiful. But I was also told that the night sky is supposed to be beautiful, but I haven't seen it yet. Not because of cloud coverage or anything. It's not the same. It's very few stars. It isn't like going out in the middle of the desert at nighttime, especially middle of winter. Oh my gosh. You've never seen such a beautiful sky before in all your life until you've seen that. It's magnificent. So, and I do. I miss the weather out there. Those Tasmanian devils, the hooboobs, and the storms, the monsoons and so forth. So, yeah. I want to go home. I miss the cactus. I miss the red rocks. That's beautiful, multi pink, red color sandstone and the yellow and so forth. I do have a piece of sandstone with me. And I just miss it. I miss it a lot. So that's where I'm going to go. After everything's said and done, I'm just now learning how to live with this, how to flow with it more instead of trying to control it. How do I flow with it so I can do what I need to do and live. So, but anywho, all right. I'm gonna let you go and talk to you later. Love you guys.